Hello everyone, welcome to the Green Man channel. Hope you're all good and well. So in this review, I'm reviewing the latest release from the shoegaze project Deserta and their album Every Moment, Everything You Need, which I've got right here on CD. This came out a few weeks ago on the 25th of February via Felt, and the album is 8 tracks and 42 minutes in length. Now this shoegaze group, they're headed up by Matthew Doherty, who has written, performed and produced all the songs on this album, and the drums have been formed and recorded by James McAllister. There is a track as well which I think features a vocal by Caroline Lufkin, which is the third track, Where Did You Go? And you know, I have to say, this album is a very good shoegaze album, perhaps the best shoegaze album I have heard so far this year. And what it does really well, in spite of being a very effects heavy album, is it delivers on those big moments, often the moments that you're waiting for. It delivers on those big moments really, really well. You know, they're fine tuned well, and I think it's the benefit of this album simply being very well produced. So it's like, you know, the layers have been put together really nicely here. The use of synth is excellent in this album, and maybe those, I think those, there are these little lead guitar moments at times as well, which are also timed to absolute perfection in this album. And yeah, sure, the songs aren't necessarily very complicated. The lyrics aren't always all that complicated either, but they are just very, very well mixed in, well delivered in each of the songs on this album. I mean, I think you start off with a really strong and atmospheric opener, Lost in the Wait, which gets increasingly big and climactic as you get towards the end of that track. You've got I'm So Tired with, I think, what is a pretty catchy chorus and a guitar part which echoes what the vocals do beautifully in that song. Where Did You Go is the track that features those vocals from Caroline Lufkin, which has a little bit of a Cocteau Twinsy vibe about it, which is quite good. Far From Over is, for me, one of the high points on this album, with some really good, possibly some keyboard work going on, I'm not sure, but some great electronic work going on in Far From Over. A World Without, which is the sixth track on this album, is one of my favourites. It has a very, you know, again, it's not super complex, but it has this kind of pretty simple but stunning melodic moment in this track. And it's just like a, you know, fairly straightforward melody, but it's the timing of it again and the way it's timed, I think, in the song that works really well. Goodbye Vista I also enjoyed, which is track number 7. So yeah, a lot of standout tracks in this album. Certainly Goodbye Vista brought in some of the My Bloody Valentine style. I thought guitar waviness maybe going on there. And the chorus was a little bit more upbeat and more hopeful in that track actually than perhaps on some of the others, which are a bit more on the melancholic and the mellow side of things. But yeah, a really quite impressive album. You know, considering, as I say, you know, if you just think, oh, it's just going to be one of those soundscape albums. Yes, it is certainly a soundscape style of an album with a lot of dreaminess to it and a lot of reverb, but the big moments are done really well, so it sort of makes the album stand out quite a bit. And like those additional moments like that, really good. I don't know if it's a keyboard solo or something in that Far From Over track. That bit of electronic work though that's done is excellent in that track. Whether it's a vocal moment or it's just a moment where they add that additional synth in, it's just got everything done really well honed in. And therefore I'm probably going to give this album actually a very good score. I think I was thinking somewhere between a 7 and 8 earlier, but I think I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I think it is probably, of the shoegaze I've listened to so far this year, the sort of pure kind of, you know, kind of shoegaze I really liked this. I think I would happily give this an 8 out of 10. So yeah, if you're a shoegazer, I would say this is definitely worth your time if you can. It's only 40 minutes. It's not a long album either. You know, maybe good if you've got a long journey on a train or on, you know, you're a passenger or something. It's really good for that sort of moment too. So yeah, I definitely recommend this one for you if you like, you know, pretty heavy shoegaze albums. So I'll leave things there with that review. Do feel free as ever, if you like these kind of reviews, to drop a like and subscribe, etc, etc. Otherwise, from me, I'm going to say take care, everybody, and bye from me for now.